Welcome to Chai After Dark, everyone. I'm Shabnam, and I'm here with my co-host, Sameem. Sameem, what's going on today? We're actually in the same room. That's pretty wild.
I know it's like the first week of November, but we had a pretty crazy Halloween, didn't we? I wouldn't say it was crazy.
Oh, yeah, it was so wild.
Nobody came to my house.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, Shabnam's in San Diego right now, everyone. So we did Halloween last night, and I got 3 bags of candy and not a single kid.
Not one single kid came.
And I live in a suburban neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what this is? It reminds me of Parwarish, actually.
How?
People wanted to go to the neighborhoods where they thought it was cooler. Like Keeping Up with the Joneses, as we always discuss.
People wanted to go to the fun, cool neighborhoods for trick-or-treating. Like your daughter, she left this neighborhood and she went to another neighborhood.
Exactly. And there was no parking. There was so many people. And my neighborhood is literally next to an elementary school, next to a middle school, and there's nobody out. So it was so wild that we had to stop at a house because people were like, please stop. Remember those 2 girls?
Yeah, they were like waving us down. Come get candy. It was Elmo and Cookie Monster.
Man, nobody can do anything unless it's a cool factor attached to it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And I mean, we're Pakistani, so that's part of our DNA.
Hey, do you think JB would be cool with his kids trick-or-treating? Where is his Islamic level 1 to 10, you think?
I think trick-or-treating would be fine for him. I think he's just probably against the weed.
Yeah, and like some slutty costume that Anya might wear.
Yeah.
I don't know. Imagine trick-or-treating and you open the door and it's JB in like some costume. What do you think he would dress up as? His brother?
No, I think he would dress up as the health minister that he paid off to get his kid into college.
Yeah.
That he Aunt Becky'd.
Dude, JB, Aunt Becking, hitting his kids. This guy escalating everything. I don't think he would go trick-or-treating is what I'm trying to say. I don't think he would let his kids go. He's not as cool as I am.
I don't know if he would let his kids go, but I don't think it's because he's religious. I think he just likes to make their lives miserable for fun.
Yeah. He's making my life miserable. I watched all 3 episodes again yesterday, and it's just, I don't know, bothered me again. Should we do the word first, or should we?
Well, yeah, let's go into our ABCDs, Lafz Urdu. So tell us what the word is, Sameem.
I'm going to try to get a new jingle, though.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
What do you think about the last 3?
I think I like the jingle, but maybe like AI can help you.
It needs to clear up the Urdu.
Yeah.
Let's learn and laugh in Urdu.
We're diving into Urdu. Words like treasure shining bright. Learning with the rhythm. Oh, what a sight.
What is today's word?
Parezi?
It likely refers to the Urdu term for diet or dietary guidelines.
Yeah.
So when Mahnur is getting all her, what do you call it? Like when you have to do something in a house, like the pressure. Her chores, I guess. One of the chores is to make Dada Jan his parezi diet food, and the dramatic music comes on, and she's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And she does not know how to do it.
It's wild. It's crazy to me how they paint her as so helpless when she comes from a country with less servants. That's what's annoying to me. Like, I get her being like, I don't want to have to do this stuff for everybody, but you're not doing it for everyone because you have a little servant, Rani, following you around doing everything. And you're coming from a country where I don't think JB was some kind of like $10 million heir where he had servants coming to help him.
Yeah, what was she doing in the U.S.? You think they were just going to McDonald's?
Probably door dashing.
Man, I do understand where she's coming from, because if you have to cook for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, and 3 or 4 of them have different dietary restrictions, that's difficult.
Yeah.
Just like last night, I ordered food.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
But you still have to like put it away. You got to wash the dishes later.
You also didn't have to get a special meal for Dada Jan and a special meal for this person and that person. We just got a few things and everyone shared it.
Hey, we got goat nahari last night. We still have a lot left.
That was beef nahari. It was goat biryani.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. Shout out Casa Lahori.
Yeah, Casa Lahori's bomb.
But anyways, Parezi, I think I could add that to my repertoire of Urdu words. I just don't know how I would use it.
I'm going to ask you what kind of barezi khana you make for your daughter next time I see you.
Naan and white rice, tandoori chicken a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good word. It's kind of in line with zaikat.
Yeah.
Taste.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Zaika.
See, I remember it.
Yeah.
I don't remember the other one. Nutrition. What was that one?
Ooh, I don't know. Zaika, and we could scroll down in
scroll
the
down
notes.
our notes. Mupalau.
Mupalau, that was
the
last
previous
time. And then, you didn't put it down. It was Zaika and something.
Oh, yeah, I think that was with our Dr. Huma Qureshi episode.
Yeah, that was
who, by the way, we're going to hang out with and go to a comedy show in Orange County tonight.
Yep, can't
There's
wait.
way too much going on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move forward.
Today we're covering Parwarish episodes 16 through 18. So at the beginning of the episodes, Pana has a heart-to-heart with Dadi. And she says she does things for everyone, including JB's family, from the heart. And Pana tells Dadi that Mahnur was inappropriate in the way that she instructed Pana and Rani to do her laundry before the blankets and towels that they've been doing on that day of the week, always in the house. So Pana tells Dadi that Dadi is the elder and she needs to come up with a solution and not involve the men. And Dadi's like, don't worry, I'll talk to her. I was like, damn, well played, Pana.
Yeah.
Pana's like, this is like Pana's first manipulation. I'm like, all right, I see you.
People like this, it doesn't bother me. The only thing that bothers me is the content of this struggle is a washing machine.
Yeah.
And everybody needs clean bed sheets, chadars.
Yeah.
We talked about that last time.
Yeah.
They always have these heart-to-hearts and family talks and stuff. But, dude, it's clothes, washing. There's 4 extra people. Of course, there's going to be something that needs to be switched in the day-to-day routine.
Yeah.
How can this possibly turn into drama? But this series was able to do it.
Yeah, but I think this is indicative of like people as a whole and Pakistani specifically. The issue is not the laundry. It's that Mahnur doesn't really want to collaborate and cooperate. Pana is like trying to do the best she can, but she feels disrespected and pushed around. And then they have all these issues of like, well, Mahnur kind of feels entitled because she's richer and Pana feels inferior because she's less rich. And there's all these things are playing into it. So they can't have a real conversation of what it's about, which is like, can you just be realistic and respectful and pull your own weight? You know?
But that's what I'm saying. It should be a lot easier than they're making it.
Yeah.
Especially with 2 capable women. But maybe Mahnur's not capable. Because she seems a little lost in the kitchen when Rani tells her to cut the potatoes.
Yeah, well, Dadi makes a comment about that later. So Dadi has a talk with Pana, Mahnur, and Jahangir and tells Mahnur in front of them to share in the household chores. And Jahangir goes along with it because he can't say shit to his mom. Not that I think he should, but he can never stand up for Mahnur. He can never say what he thinks clearly. I feel like he's just constantly trying to say nothing and be diplomatic so that no one gets annoyed with him and everyone's getting annoyed with him. So obviously Mahnur looks super annoyed, but for Pana, like the mission's accomplished. And so she's like, okay, cool.
Then Mahnur gets into the kitchen and then they show her being a complete like she doesn't know what she's doing, right? And that's
and it looks like she's never cooked anything in her life, which I'm confused by because I'm like, did she DoorDash everything in New York?
This is what I don't understand. So you decided that Mahnur is going to help because they live there, which, by the way, let's be real. They shouldn't even be living in this house anymore with all this drama.
Yeah.
If JB has the money that he says he has, you're telling me you can't afford a house in Pakistan? Of course you can. It's way cheaper than wherever they were living in the United States. But why can't anything just be collaborative?
Yeah.
Like, get the women in the kitchen. Mahnur and Pana and Rani and Dadijan, they should just be in there. The men should just be menning.
Oh, yeah.
We're sitting next to each other, by the way. I think Shabnam's going to slap me.
Or JB could actually do something for once in his life that's helpful.
I enjoy cooking. I'm just
You're just saying they don't?
Well, look at what we're talking about.
Yeah.
They put Mahnur in the kitchen and she has no choice.
Yeah.
She has to be in that kitchen, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not making the rules here.
Because JB's running around on Beckying things for his son to get into school, and maybe she can't do
traumatizing
that.
his daughter.
Yeah, traumatizing his daughter. Yeah.
Which we'll get to.
Yeah. So somehow Rani ends up putting a metal plate in the microwave under Mahnur's supervision.
And she, sorry, not to cut you off. And Ronnie was like, you told me to do it.
Yeah.
And Mahnur was like, what's up? I didn't say, like, they
yeah.
didn't
Mahnur
fight,
was like, don't you know that you can't?
She wanted to slap her.
Yeah, it's so crazy. So then JB asks Zadi if she thinks Mahnur can handle it. Which, why is he
asking about his wife?
Yeah, it's just the most terrible thing ever. And Dadi goes, Mahnur will ruin a couple dishes and then she'll figure it out. And then after one day of work, Mahnur's like, I've had enough. And I'm like, I don't get this at all. It's like she doesn't know how to.
No, I know what you're saying. I do think it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
10 people to cook and clean is a lot of work. It's even with Ronnie.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Ronnie's making the food. It's kind of funny. Ronnie's the executive chef.
Yeah.
And Bana and Mahnur are the sous chefs that have to like cut the onions and the potatoes and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think she can't handle it, obviously.
But they're also kind of like the producer of the menu because they have to decide.
Because they want, and then everybody has different dietary restrictions, Barezis. I don't know, man. I understand what is going on here. And again, this drama is able to take such small things that we would have in our life and create an entire 30-minute segment on it that we're discussing. But I do think it's effed up to have the women in the kitchen, and it's just, you got to be there.
Yeah.
Nobody gave her a choice. Nobody was like, do you want to do this? So after that first day, she goes to JB and she's like, what is this?
Yeah.
I don't want to live this shitty ass life.
Yeah.
And she says worse than that, actually, when she gets up on him.
Yeah.
Not on him.
Yeah. They're not getting up on each other at all.
No, this ain't Suleiman and Bana.
Yeah. Now we're going to switch gears.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
drama.
buckle up.
Drama.
Yeah, into the big story of the episodes. So we switch over to Maya and her household. So Maya wakes up late for school and her mom tells her to wrap her dupatta on her head. And it was weird. It was like, is she injured? Because it was like, they were trying to like...
But why did she need to do it in the house?
No, but it wasn't even like put your dupatta on your head and cover your hair. It was like wrap it around your head. Like it was almost like she had an injury. I was kind of confused. Is this supposed to imply that she got injured when her like dad was like yelling at her or something, or like he hit her or something?
I know what scene you're referring to, but it cuts quick.
Yeah.
After she tells her to put the dupatta on, I don't really understand.
Yeah, it was weird. So then Wali calls Maya and she ignores his call.
Her,
yeah. She gets up and starts studying and she's depressed about her life situation. And Wali keeps calling her like a stalker and she like ignores him. And then her sister sneaks in while she's studying, grabs her phone and goes into the bathroom and picks up Wali's call. Doesn't say a single thing like a creeper. Wali has an entire conversation with himself. And then she says nothing, hangs up. And then she changes Wali's number in Maya's phone to Maya Kapuki. And you can see already the train colliding. I feel like this is so unrealistic. Girls like that with a dad like that, they know not to do shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, Maya like knows that her sister did it. And this is in the 16th episode. By the 18th episode, she does confront her and the sister like falls apart. But I disagree with you a little bit because I do think pranks like this will happen and sometimes people don't think of the consequences.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be like 16 or something.
Yeah.
So it's a terrible prank because you can't really have a relation with anyone.
Yeah.
Especially with that dad, Shahid.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Shahir, right? Shahir or something.
F that guy.
Yeah.
You think
whatever
I care?
His name is. Yeah. So, of course, Maya's dad finds her phone because she abandoned her phone. She doesn't want to deal with Wali anymore. And he sees Maya Kabuki, all these missed calls, and she just left for school and he like rushes after her and it's super dramatic. So she just gets to school on the bus and she's like waiting in front of the school. And then her dad walks in front of her at the school and he takes her back into his car and drags her away and realizes like something's really wrong. Her dad's really pissed at her. And then he starts to realize like maybe his calls have been seen. And so Maya ends up going home with her dad. He rages at her about how she's talking to a boy at school and says that her mom needs to talk to Waleed with the D's mom and set a date for her nikah right away so he can get Maya out of this house before his reputation goes to the dogs, basically.
Man. So that's it. One text, one name change in the phone. You have to alter your entire life and get married.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing something at 15 or 16 that's so small, so inconspicuous? Nobody knows that you did it. It's just a realization that, hey, maybe I'm into the opposite gender. So I know she didn't change the name. I get that. But she did have his phone number.
Yeah.
But how does that translate into, okay, we live longer now. Now we have to live for 70 years with the rando person, so you don't text boys. It's such backward thinking. It's Neanderthal almost.
I mean, yeah, it is. But I just go back to what Dr. Parwarish said about this guy and how he's been brought up. He's been stuck in this system. He's like a victim in a sense, but he's becoming a oppressor to his kid now. And it's really ugly to see. But he's not had a great life himself, it seems like.
True, but he also is, I'm not going to say he's educated. We don't know anything about him. We don't know what he does, what daftar he goes to, what job he has. You can see the way that the Dada Jan talks and the Dadi Jan talks, and also how Pana talks. There is an air of parenting within Pakistan that exists.
Yeah,
that could be good parenting, right? And by the way, we haven't mentioned this, but what does Parwarish mean?
Oh, it means like upbringing or something.
It means parenting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this show isn't about Wali and Maya trying to fall in love. It's how the parents react.
Yeah.
Which is why we focus so much on the dudes and the moms. But I don't know, man. Like if someone makes a mistake at 15, 16, to lock them into a 70-year marriage, it seems insane.
And to clarify, she's like 20, not 15.
She's supposed to be like 20. Yeah. But like, you think the daughter's not next, the second daughter?
Yeah, I know.
And she's young. So.
While all this is happening, Wali is driving around Maya's neighborhood looking for her and trying to figure out like what's wrong.
Has this guy not learned his lesson with the TikTok viral thing he went through? Now he's going to do this again?
He's such a moron also, but he's kind of like a Captain Save a Ho, I feel like.
He's only trying to save his own hoe. Anyways, before you get into what happens when he's driving around, this already happened. He was running around center. Remember she was like in her class through a glass window and he's like waving at her in like the 9th episode.
He's stalking her,
all this guy does is
creep on this girl.
Creep on bed, smell in bed, get yelled at by his entire family. He doesn't do anything in that house.
And like, he's supposed to be a heartthrob.
And he's supposed to be a heartthrob.
Yeah.
And Dr. Huma Qureshi said too, I don't understand what is the attraction with this dude.
Why is a loser a heartthrob? That's really weird to me. I don't like that.
And it comes out
that's
that he's 20.
I feel like it's bad for society that they're making a loser a heartthrob. Like, what has he done? His dad bought him into school. He's not good at athletics. He's like okay at music, but he doesn't even want to be.
He was drinking and drugsing in the U.S. That came
really
out.
Weird.
Dude, this kid is not a catch.
He's a loser.
Yeah.
So at home, Maya gets upset and has a big fight with her mom. She finally asked her mom, like, why don't you stand up for me? And her mom keeps talking about Waleed with the D's mom and Maya's dad. And Maya tells her, you are my mom. Do you even care about me? So that was a disheartening conversation. I was like, damn, that's really rough that she's like having to ask her mom that. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I didn't understand the mom in this one. In these 3 episodes, I feel like she's definitely on Maya's side, but she's trying to convince her to still go with Waleed with the D.
I think she's on Maya's side, but she thinks that this is the best of the shitty options that Maya has in life. And I think she thinks that because this is what happened to her in her life.
No, of course. Yeah, I think this is a generational thing that's going to keep happening. And it's going to happen today and next year in 2026 as well.
Yeah. So now we see Wali again, and he is texting and driving, trying to text Maya. And he sees this entire fucking family on a bike in front of him on the streets of Karachi. And he's trying to like slowly trail them. But of course he's texting and he hits them. And the entire neighborhood comes out and is like getting pissed at him. They're ready to jump him. And then one nice person is like, you need to call like an older person from your family because this is getting out of hand. Because basically he's gone into this like working class neighborhood and he looks like a rich kid with a nice car. And they're like, you hit someone from our neighborhood, we're going to freaking take you to the cleaners now.
Also, mob mentality in South Asian culture is pretty prevalent. So I've seen like TikTok videos or Instagram videos, and I've been to Pakistan and I've seen this myself where if you get into an accident and there needs to be some accountability, the people all around will determine if they should beat you up or
take accountability
or kill you, honestly. So mob mentality, group mentality. And I think Suleiman even brings it up when he goes and gets Wali from the police station or the hospital or whatever. He's like, this is what we do. And then he's like, I have to pay people off.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause you fucked up. Yeah.
But I mean, he turns into the dad.
Yeah, he actually handles shit. So at Maya's house, Walid with the D is at the gate with flowers. And then Misha, or is Misha? No, Michelle.
Mishi? What do they call her?
Mishi. They call her Mishi. Maya's little sister tells her mom that Walid with the D is at the gate. And the mom tells Mishi to have him wait in the drawing room and
go get Maya, right?
And go get Maya, yeah. No, but she's supposed to tell Walid with the D that Maya's sleeping.
Oh, don't go get Maya.
Because she knows that Maya's like really in a like pissed, agitated state. So she's like trying to cover for her. So then Mishi goes and does that. And she goes and tells Maya that Walid with the D is downstairs. And she tries to get her to come down. She's like, why don't you just like come down? And at first Maya's like feeling sorry for herself. But she says she believes in herself and she wants this to work because this is what her parents want for her. So she like tries to go down and she starts like cooking and things, but she's like literally having a meltdown. She's having like a breakdown because she's disgusted by the entire situation. And she says that no one respects her and her feelings, and Mishi's just trying to be supportive to her. But she says you don't really have a choice.
Yeah, but that's the support. It's like you just have to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You wrote in your notes, this is so disgusting, and it is. And before Maya actually goes and sits with Walid with the D, it's almost like you have more autonomy if she was in prison or something.
Yeah.
She could just live her own life. She would have her own thoughts. To not have your own thoughts and to not be able to like just live freely, that's what this is.
Yeah.
And it's not disgusting in the sense that, oh, they're trying to give her a good life and get her married. And we did have some comments and emails that say, look, Maya's dad is trying to do the best for her, whatever it may be. But this goes well beyond, because now it's getting into abuse, it's getting into manipulation, and it's getting into just full-fledged control of another human being.
Well, and I don't think they're doing that intentionally. I think
that's just how it is.
They're trying to convince her that this is what life is and she should accept it.
Yeah. You know what's funny is like, I've been getting so many Instagrams from Desi women that are divorced and they're telling their stories. And I don't know if they know that I'm watching this series on YouTube, but on Instagram, and I think you've seen them too. They're like, I used to be in this marriage with this guy that my parents found. I didn't realize that he was controlling.
Yeah.
Now I know he's controlling. I'll never be with another Desi man again. What are we doing to our women that women have to like basically go do extensive, deep, traumatic therapy to the general population on Instagram, right? So you think Maya's not going to be there one day, 15 years from now? Are we recording, by the way?
Yeah, we are. I don't know, right? Like I married a white guy, so, and he can't really...
Yeah, I don't know anyone that's gotten forced unless they're not saying it or telling me.
But don't you feel like we know a lot of people that had a lot of pressure?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people that I know that got married, the ones that got married in the mid 2000s when we were in our mid 20s, they seemed like they wanted to get married. I went to a wedding every weekend from like 03 to 08.
I think there's different ways.
Lately, it seems a little stranger.
Yeah. Would you want to get married if you didn't feel like your whole life depended on you getting married and like you moving? Like I specifically know somebody that was like, I got married to leave my dad's house because my dad was strict, and that person got a divorce.
Yeah.
And that was a long time ago. That person got married in like the early 2000s or whatever. But there's other people that it's like, if you could just date someone and not have to get married, wouldn't you just do that? I think a lot of people would do that. Like I know a lot of people that getting married right after college when it's like they would just date someone if they could.
I mean, Western culture is a lot different. So you date until you find who you want to marry. Desi culture, it's almost like, okay, if you have an obsession or a first love or initial young puppy love, in this situation in Pakistan, you have to marry that person.
Yeah.
But it's so innocuous when Maya's getting texts from Wali without the D. There's nothing sexual about it. There's nothing perverted about it. It's just two people trying to get to know each other. But that's completely out of bounds.
Yeah.
So I don't think every single woman in Pakistan or India is like Maya. I think there is some secular involvement now in dating. But vast majority, do you think it's like this? Or maybe not this much pressure? Or the pressure to get married is there, but it might not be forced like this.
Right. And I think it depends on the family, right? Because
Yeah.
we see like Amal's family is really different. We'll get to that soon.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're teasing with us and messing with us now. We make fun of cousin marriages, not
Yeah.
in like an extreme sense.
Yeah.
It just comes up. And now motherfucking JB wants to hook up his kid with another kid. That's
but
a little bit too close. We'll get there. Sorry.
We'll get there. Yeah.
Let me restrain myself
Yeah.
from going off before I need to.
Yeah. So then Maya sits at the table with Waleed with a D. She finally gathers herself and does that. And he gets super passive aggressive and says that he has 3 bobbies, so 3 of his brother's wives. So he has 3 brothers and they have 3 wives. And we've touched on everything weird in this soap opera so far, but like polygamy is not yet there. So just clarifying that part, the 3 brothers and 3 wives. And all the 3 wives are doctors, but he's never seen anyone study as much as Maya. And that she hangs up after talking to him for 10 minutes on the phone. And Waleed with the D sits at the table in Maya's house with a sinister look. He's made everybody uncomfortable. They don't know what to say. So they're like, okay, well, we're going to go bring some more food. And then he starts freaking wandering around like a creeper. And he wanders into the kitchen and he tells Mishi that her mom's calling her to like get her away from Maya.
This is pretty grapey, man.
Yeah. And he asks Maya for water and then he starts like grabbing her hand and caressing it. And he tells her she shouldn't wear a cheap bracelet. And he is like looking at the one that Wally gave her. He tells her she has to wear expensive things because she's his woman now.
Jesus.
And he tries to put like this really expensive bracelet that he got on her wrist. And she says she's uncomfortable. And he's like holding her hand really aggressively. And she asks him to let go. Then he backs her up against the refrigerator and tells her he doesn't like being refused. And then...
Where's that coming from, bro?
Dude, I told you like 2-3 episodes ago that he has like a criminal.
Yeah. No, you picked up on it. I know. I wasn't sure. I thought he was just going to be like a dork, but he's a.
So then she's getting really freaked out and he's restricting her movement and backed her up against the refrigerator. And then all of a sudden her mom sees them, but her mom doesn't want to bust him and be like, you asshole, get the fuck off of her. Instead, she yells, she's like, Maya, where are you? And then they both get startled and they both move apart and he acts all innocent, but the mom has seen it. And this is also what really bugs me. I'm like, dude, you're going to do your kid like this? I get it. You want her to get married, but after this, you're going to just pretend like that didn't happen. That's really insane to me.
Yeah, I think cornering somebody like that, even if you're having premarital relations or it's the Western culture, it's still a creepy scene.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with like being alone and intimate with your partner. He was intimidating her.
Yeah,
he wanted to get her into a corner and it had nothing to do with anything other than pure power.
Yeah, power, control.
Yeah. And the way he grabs her hand too, I was pretty surprised. I was like, holy shit. By the way, that's why I said a few times, she's 17 in this series. And I don't know how old that dude is. Also, that dude got a lot uglier.
Yeah.
I feel like his teeth are more effed up.
Yeah.
In these 3 episodes and the previous 15.
I think there's just more close-ups of him. She's 17 in real life, but in the show she's supposed to be 20.
Yeah, I mean,
she's in med school.
All I'm saying is if I was a grown actor, I don't think I would grab a 17-year-old hand like that. I'm just saying, I'm in Pakistan. I understand like it might be a little bit more accepted, but holy shit, this guy got ugly. Because in the previous episodes, we literally said he's a good looking dude. And now I'm like, this guy is not good looking.
Yeah. And his pants are too tight. So the mom later on, she interrogates Maya about Wali and tells her that she shouldn't be stupid about Wali. She's basically like, don't waste your time with this rando at school. So then Maya tells her mom, okay, but can you talk to dad and tell him?
She doesn't say dad.
Well, yeah.
She doesn't call him dad.
And can you talk to my dad, whatever, Shahir, whatever, Abba, and like tell him to come to his senses? And so Maya's mom's like, okay, I will talk to your dad, but you know, I don't think he'll change because he's the same asshole you know and love, and he's going to want to get your nikah done. It sucks that the mom feels so helpless to even penetrate the thoughts when it comes to the kids. Like that's what's really...
Yeah. I mean, the mom went through this, like you said earlier. She knows what's coming for her daughter and she can't do anything about it.
So then Michelle walks in and tries to lighten the mood. She jokes with Maya and they discuss Waleed with the D. And then Maya says Waleed with the D is always a different person. She says she can't trust Waleed with the D. And she says that she sees her father's anger in Waleed with the D and doesn't want to end up like her mom. And her mom is like overhearing this entire conversation, and you're hoping that it sinks in with the mom, but who knows? She's really taken aback by it, at least. That's a good sign. So then Maya's mom, she's like mulling this all over. She goes down to the kitchen and she's like talking to herself.
Making roti.
Yeah, making roti, burning the roti, and like talking to herself about the day's events and what she saw Wali do, and she regrets not supporting Maya more and all this stuff. And then Maya's mom goes to take the food because, you know, of course, Maya's dad can't even freaking
sitting
make a roti.
Bed,
He's sitting in his bed waiting for his roti and his meal to come from his wife. So Maya's mom tells her dad that she doesn't think that the nikah should happen right now and that they're rushing things, and that Waleed with the D isn't who he seems.
Yeah.
And Maya's dad says Waleed's family has so much money. What more does Maya's mom want for her? And he tells her people who live in glass houses should be afraid of even the smallest stones. And then he says, in our house, we have 2 daughters, only daughters. We can't deal with the reputation hit of her flirting with boys at school. I was like,
okay, let's stop here for a second.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
And we've talked about keeping up with the Joneses and why do you care what other people think? In this situation, if he had the mindset to just completely turn off the culture, and there's 200 something million people that live in Pakistan, so you can live quite hidden if you wanted to.
Yeah.
There's a way out of this. And he doesn't have to care what people around him think.
I think he has money anxiety.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. And money anxiety cannot translate into your daughter or your kid going and being someone else for life so you can have less money anxiety. It's never going to work like that.
I hate to say this, but it's like whoring her out. He's whoring her out so that he can have some more money, and talking about the jewelry that Waleed's family is going to give him. It's pretty ugly. I don't know. It's
when she comes down in the red dress, he's like, oh my God, so beautiful.
Yeah.
And when daughters get married and then they cry before they get into the car, is that a cultural thing?
Yeah. That's why I didn't do it at my wedding, because I told Brian about that.
And you're
he's
supposed
like,
to be sad.
Yeah. Well, the idea is you're sad because you're like leaving your parents' home or something, right? But I was telling Brian, he's like, my family's going to be like, why is everyone crying? This is weird, right? So we did like a send-off kind of a thing, like more Western style. And also I'm like, I'm not really that sad. I'm like staying in the same freaking city, the same house. Like we're going to live together. And my mom is like 30 minutes away. There's nothing really sad about this.
You also weren't living with your mom. You had your own place and everything. So I think a lot of it is the women have their daughters at home and they get sad, right? I guess I just can't get around it. What if Maya decided to just leave, get her own place near the center, pay some rent? That's not a thing, right?
No, Pakistan. That's not a thing. You can't live by yourself in Pakistan.
You can, but you have to go through a lot of trouble.
Dude, when I lived by myself, I had
in Pakistan?
In America, one of my uncles from Pakistan came and he thought it was the weirdest thing. And like
apartment in San Jose?
Yeah. And he was like, why are you giving...
That apartment was half Desi single people.
Yeah, he was like, why are you giving someone else money when you could live with your parents? That's what he told me. But then my other uncle was like, oh, no, it's fine. This is like a phase of life. Like, it's a phase of life people go through between their parents' house and getting married. So it's like interesting to see they're different. I'm just like, whatever. I don't really...
I mean, you're not going to do what at least
I'm not going to do what either uncle wants me to do, actually. It's kind of
one
like
of your
whatever.
uncles is like, hey, you should be swinging gender bending and going out in San Francisco all the time. And your other uncle is like, you're Maya.
I know. No, it's like my dad had dementia for 6 years at this point. I'm like, none of you guys are my dad, so thanks, bye.
Have any of your uncles ever come to your parents and proposed one of your cousins for marriage?
Not to my parents, but we have that in our family. I'm not going to lie.
You can't be Pakistani without having that in your family. And even Parwarish decided to throw it into these episodes. I cannot believe this. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, so the next day, Maya's dad gives her her phone back so she can talk to Waleed with the D. That's why he's giving it back to her.
Yeah, it's not about her independence or anything.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't delete everyone else's number.
No, but he tells her to.
Yeah, he tells her to, but I'm surprised he didn't even do it.
He's such an idiot. Like, he thinks she has like 50 boys' numbers. He was like, every boy number, delete in Urdu.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, she has one dude's number in there.
Yeah.
The other dudes are related to her.
Yeah.
So chill out.
Her mom tells her dad she should go to school so that her
Oh
in-laws,
yeah, he didn't want her to go to school anymore.
yeah, the mom had to convince her dad. She's like, the in-laws might not like her anymore if she doesn't go to school and continue her medicine. And he's like, oh my God, you're right.
She has to be doctor to get married.
Yeah. And so then he agrees.
Is she that disgusting? Like nobody can touch her or marry her if she's not a doctor? What the fuck is this guy thinking, man? Sorry, we can't keep saying the same shit, but yeah.
Yeah. So then Maya finally gets to go to school because her mom figured out how to manipulate her dad back.
Finally.
Yeah. And then on the bus.
She should have manipulated him with some pundi shundi. That would have been hilarious.
I don't think he cares about bundi shundi. I think it's money. Money is the manipulating
Yeah, I think these two
factor.
daughters were actually immaculate conceptions. I kind of feel like he prayed. And this is probably the only situation in Pakistan that was immaculate because this guy, I think, is still a virgin.
Yeah.
If you guys watch it and tell me, chaiafterdark@chaiafterdark.com.
Is Maya's dad a virgin or not?
Or he's probably only had sex twice.
Yeah.
Max.
So on the bus, Maya realized Michelle changed Wali's number to Maya Kabuki with emojis, and she gets pissed. She's like,
Finally,
livid.
stand up for yourself, girl.
So at school, she sees Emil and she's like, look, tell Wali not to call me anymore and avoid me at school too, because my family drama is just getting way too much to deal with and I just need to cut it off with him.
Yeah.
So after school, she goes home and she sees her sister and she rips into her.
Finally.
And she tells her that she's the reason for all of Maya's problems and the joke was not funny at all.
Wasn't funny, no.
No.
I didn't like this part.
Yeah. She's had this huge fight with her sister. Then apparently Maya has to try on this wedding outfit that Waleed with the D's family gave her. She like dresses all up. She comes downstairs and her dad is all ecstatic and happy. And he's like, put the dupatta on your head. Oh my God, you look just like a bride.
Shut up.
This felt very like whoring out.
Yes. Look, I'd rather my daughter be single forever, no grandkids, than her being in a situation with, somebody with tight pants and attitude, like Waleed with a D. Okay, hold on. Can we stop here for a second? Because I know what's coming next, and I just need to like kind of prepare.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about? Let's just do 30 seconds of no drama before we get into this crazy shit.
This was depressing. We're basically done with the depressing part, and now we're going into
more depression.
So a different kind of like depression, but more comedic. Funny. Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about something light. Maya did look good in that red dress. Is red the color of marriage in Pakistan?
Yeah,
or is that an Islamic thing?
No, it's not an Islamic thing at all. It's a Pakistani and it's Chinese too. Apparently, they wear red too. Red is supposed to be for prosperity and stuff.
Yeah, you're right. With the gold zaver.
Yeah,
the dresses look
which
quite
is actually
similar.
funny because all the countries where it's white dresses, it's for purity, which is hilarious. Yeah.
I remember when we did Breath of Fire and Katie Guru, what was her name? Jagat Guru.
Yeah.
She's like, I was 16 and I decided to lose my virginity. So I was at a party. I went upstairs with a guy and then I came back downstairs and that was it.
Yeah.
And then the mom told that. And then 2 years later, she's like a yoga guru.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You fake ass white people. Purity. Get out of here. I'm sorry. Nimesh Patel made that joke. So he didn't get canceled. So I can't get canceled either. So should we do it? Okay,
let's get into it.
All right. Hey, everybody, before we start describing this, think of your favorite cousin. Opposite gender preferred. Okay, go.
Okay, so then we see back at the house, the joint family home, JP is sitting outside with Dadi and he's just having a regular little chat, okay? Just a normal chat you might have with your mom as she's aging. And he's like, Mom, you kind of ignored and rejected the last time I told you this, and I really want an answer. And Dadi's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, why can't Wali get married to Amal? And Dadi's like, Amal's young, she needs to finish school. And he's like, yeah, but you need to tell Suleiman that I want to lock it in with his daughter. He said lock it in.
He said lock it in, not in Urdu, not in Hindi, not in Sanskrit, in English.
He said lock in, gotta lock it in.
This motherfucker doesn't live in the United States. He doesn't live in Western culture. He wants to lock in his own niece. For his dumb shit kid that we've been describing.
For his loser kid. And the niece
smells.
is way better. The niece, and he smells. And the niece is way better. And she smells good. And she's smart. And he thinks just because he Aunt Becky'd his son's education that the daughter should like go with it.
Man. Okay, you know what's funny right now is we're waking up my daughter with this because we're doing it in person. And she's like, look, this is how I raise.
Is she on the stairs?
She can hear us for sure.
That's hilarious.
But she should know that her dad is not going to put her into situations like this.
Yeah.
But cousins, second situation, I wouldn't do that either. There is no good situation in this.
Dude, every time in this series, there's a seed of something that's like really terrible, but we're like, they're not going to actually do that. They totally go
do
with
it.
Yeah, it's like cousin marriage, like potential sexual assault. Yeah.
Jesus, like this is 36 episodes. We're discussing episodes 16 through 18 right now.
Yeah.
So we're halfway through.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I don't, and Shabnam, we were making jokes about Wali and Amal.
Yeah.
10 episodes ago.
Yeah, I know.
And JB decides to come out of nowhere with his limited brain power.
Yeah.
Oh, I see two people. Maybe they should just
And
hook up.
he hates his brother, and he's like, I want to lock in with your daughter. It's just freaking insane.
Like, okay, there's a lot of drama in Pakistani culture, right?
Yeah.
And South Asian culture in general. And I've seen a lot of situations where the in-laws just don't get along.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they make it about themselves more so than the actual husband and wife getting married. Mm-hmm. So even you, I'm too close to you. Mm-hmm. And if you had a son, I would never, I'd be like, that's too close, Sophie.
Yeah.
That's like your cousin. You see what I'm saying? And we're not even related.
Yeah.
This is like your brother.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And then my nieces, I see myself in my nieces.
Yeah.
Because they look like the family.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. All of this is like, hey, Pakistan, if you're listening, calm the F down. Let's put a moratorium on all marriages. And why don't you guys figure out what to do moving forward? Just no more marriages, no more childbirth. Just take a deep breath and a pause.
Let's just mix it up a little and get a little genetic diversity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
just
want heart disease for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
You should have genetic diversity. Like, you can't keep mixing up Pakistani hearts.
Yeah.
Because they keep exploding.
Figuratively and literally.
I hate this.
Yeah. So at school, Anya gets really bad test results and is told.
Okay. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
Okay.
This is too much too.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I've had a lot of coffee today.
We're going to get through this. We only
this
got
is
like.
not good though, what you're about to describe.
No, I know. This is insane. So
At least Amir's in this though, and he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Finally.
So Anya gets really bad test results and she's told that she has to have her mom and her dad. And the teacher's very specific about that because it's a patriarchal culture.
You can't just have the mom.
And your mom might just, roll over, not discipline you, but your dad has to bring the discipline.
Oh, women can't understand marks.
Yeah, women can't discipline their child or be like hard asses or tell their kids what's up.
The majority of doctors in Pakistan are women, by the way.
Yeah.
So everybody can chill out.
Yeah. So the dad has to sign it too, mom and dad. Okay. And then Samir sees her crying outside the school because she's just been through the ringer from her teacher telling her mom and her dad has to sign her test because she's stupid. So Samir asks her like, hey, what's wrong? But she tells him to go away.
Yells at her to get her to calm down. It actually works. Samir was the best out of these 3 episodes. He calmed everyone down.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about him yet. And then he's like, no, I'm sorry. But it did calm her down. And then this is what I told you, I think this week. The general consensus I'm getting from this series is that Wali and Anya can't go to their parents.
Yeah.
Samir and Amal can go to their parents.
Yeah.
And Samir can even go to his mom, which you're about to describe, for somebody else.
Yeah.
His cousin.
Yeah.
That's good parenting.
Yeah. So Samir gets a call from Wali about Wali getting into the car crash. So then he ends up calling his dad.
Samir's own dad. Not JB wouldn't do shit.
JB wouldn't do shit.
JB we know what JB does. Yeah, actually don't.
Yeah.
Let's not, we'll get to it.
So Samir calls Suleiman, his own dad, and to help with Wali's accident. And Suleiman's like, okay, I'm on it. Suleiman goes to the hospital where the injured people are getting treated, and he pays for their hospital bill, and he tries to like negotiate a settlement with them, basically.
And then Wali's like, I have money, I can pay for it. And Suleiman's like, shut up, dude. I got this.
Yeah. Suleiman's like, you've done enough.
Shout out Suleiman from last night, by the way, at the Phil Hanley show.
Oh, yeah. Suleiman.
He was in the bathroom the whole time. Yeah. Sorry, that's a completely, we'll leave it in.
Yeah, we'll leave
Shout out Phil, dude. That's my favorite comedian.
Yeah. So apparently there's bike damage also. So Suleiman explains to Wali that he has to come clean to his dad and that Suleiman is going to work on paying these people off.
And this is at the hospital.
This is at the hospital.
Then they go home. And what happens?
So Wali tells Suleiman at the hospital, he's like, I'm really worried about telling my dad. And
he was right.
Yeah, and he was right. But
he was so right.
But Suleiman's like, no, you're wrong. Just tell your dad he's going to help you. So then they go home. And then what happens?
He's slaps the shit out of him.
He slaps the shit out of Wali and tries to put him in a headlock too.
Yeah, it was the direct next scene. So this is kind of funny because in American series and Western series, there's always a direct cut, right? When they're trying to show some sort of drama. So Suleiman is like trying to calm him down, and Suleiman's cool, right? Because he gets laid. Yeah. So he's cool. He's chill.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, Berta, your dad is not going to do anything. Within a second.
Slap, yeah.
I slapped my own face, by the way, for the audience.
Yeah, not mine. Yeah. Are you okay? That was actually kind of loud.
It wasn't JB.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't hurt, I would never. That man can never be in my life.
Yeah. And then he's like trying to put him in a headlock too. I feel like he would have kicked his ass if everyone else wasn't there. Can you imagine?
Everybody was there.
Yeah.
And then, dude, Suleiman gets pretty aggressive.
Yeah. He stands up for Wali, and Dada tells everyone they need to calm down, and everyone disperses. And then Dada tells JB to go to his room. I was like, that's hilarious.
A 50-year-old man.
Yeah, yeah.
But he had to go to his room. You still got to parent your kids sometimes, right?
Yeah.
As an adult.
Yeah. So JB's heated, and Dadi tries calming him down, but JB keeps yelling about how Suleiman is a loser. It's
and
like,
not just that he's a loser, Shabnam.
What?
Dadi. Or what does he call her? Ammi?
Yeah.
Can you go tell Suleiman he's a loser? He says that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what, dude? You're like generically calling him a loser, but you want the mom to go tell him he's a loser.
You're too
insane.
Much of a pussy to go tell him he's a loser. Sorry, Sophia.
I don't understand how Suleiman's a loser when he just helped your kid.
Yeah, exactly.
And he the kid almost got beat up by a mob.
Yeah.
So, dude, Jimmy, shut up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the other room, Suleiman is saying that JB traumatizes his kid and doesn't know how to raise them. And
he's
Bana, 100%. Bana agrees completely. And then we see Samir asking Amal why Wali was there, already knowing the answer.
Girls.
Yeah. Wait, why? Oh, yeah. And she comes up with an excuse. She's like, oh, he's going to the bookstore. But Samir knows that, and he starts teasing Amal about Wali and Maya and whatever. And so that's that. So like Samir's cool. I like him. He knows all the tea. He knows everything.
And we didn't bring it up earlier, but when Shabnam was describing the scene where Wali is running around trying to get Maya's attention, calling her, Samir keeps telling him to call. Remember?
Yeah.
He's like, call her one more time.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand if he's effing with Wali. What do you think? Do you know what I'm talking about? In the beginning, he's like, call her. Because Samir's not that much in here, but he is in there telling Wali to call Maya more.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that scene. That's episode 16.
I think he was trying to get them to communicate with each other. But the thing is, Maya won't pick up the phone. So I don't know.
Okay, can I tell you my U-turn theory now?
Yeah.
What I think is actually going to happen?
What?
Amal is not going to get married to Wali. I think we can understand that.
Yeah.
What if Anya and Samira get together? The two completely different personalities.
That's at least a better fit, because I feel like Samir, it's disgusting, but I mean, it's like personality wise, it's a better fit.
And Samir is like the only, well, I mean, his dad is great. So, and the Dada Jan's great too. I don't know what the fuck happened to JB.
I feel like Anya's nervous system can calm down with someone like
Samir, like a jokester that's actually taking care of her and stuff. Yeah. But I hope that doesn't happen. That's still pretty gross. Yeah,
she should find somebody else in the world that's not genetically related to her.
You know what she needs to find?
Like Samir.
She needs to find the most mid white guy imaginable. Like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
That makes like $600,000 a year and lives in Danville, California or something in a big ass mansion. You know what I'm saying? Like a mid white guy that kind of works out.
Yeah.
But he loves Desi culture for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
And he just hangs out with Desi chicks and he only dates Desi chicks. I think someone like that would be great for Anya. Not at this age.
Not at this age, but like in 5 years. But like, and his name can be like Kevin or something.
Kevin or Daniel.
Yeah.
Nah, Daniel could be an Asian name. Like
no,
Daniel
Kevin
Wong.
or Matt. Kevin or Matt.
I like Matt.
Brian's middle name is Matthew.
Didn't we know a Matt like years ago that loved Desi girls?
Yes.
Like 12 years ago?
Yeah.
Shout out, Matt.
Married a Desi girl.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out, y'all.
I think he has a kid, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, Matt, are you going to get your kid married to your brother's
how Desi are you, Matt?
Yeah.
How Desi are you exactly?
Hey, email us, Matt, chaiafterdark@chaiafterdark.com. You know it's not super inconceivable that Matt's listening to this right now.
I feel like it's quite inconceivable.
He's not that far removed from us. I don't actually know what he looks like, but I remember him being so into Desi girls. I don't think we're saying anything negative, Matt.
No. All right.
We should keep going.
Yeah. So Then Mahnur complains to Dada about JB.
This is crazy.
Yeah, that was an interesting
It was
scene.
quick, right?
Yeah.
But what happened?
Okay, so then after that, Dada and Dadi lie in bed together, really far apart. Okay,
Yes, I'm glad you said that.
Really fucking far apart. All their clothes on, and then the blankets kind of like
In the middle.
like they're both tucked in separately.
Yeah.
You know,
And Dada's still wearing the orange polo that he was wearing during the day.
yeah. So these two old Desi people are like, I know we're supposed to be husband and wife, but we just need to make it clear to everyone watching this that we didn't do shit in the bed together.
Dude,
right?
it would have been, they should have put Dadi's head on his shoulder and he has his hand around. He doesn't have a shirt on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's get real.
Yeah.
It's a queen size bed and there's enough room for 2 more people in between them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how far apart they are. And he's wearing the polo that he was wearing when he was telling JB to shut up.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
But she's wearing like a
Shalwar
kameez gown kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not shalwar kameez. It's definitely PJs.
Yeah, it's definitely PJs, but it's full like sleeves, full clothes, like fully.
Okay,
So
how uncomfortable would that be? If you're a very religious person in your 70s and you're an actor and they tell you to lay down next to a woman, or a woman lay down next to a man that you don't know, I think that would be the most uncomfortable thing they've probably ever done.
Yeah.
With people watching you.
Yeah.
It's not a sex scene, everyone.
No, it's not. But they talk about, it's supposed to be pillow talk, but they're talking
about their kids.
Yeah, they're talking about their kids. And they talk about how times have changed and the world is different and they wonder if they can get through these trying times. And
Oh,
blah,
really?
blah,
Because
blah.
life was easier for them?
Yeah,
I kind of feel like that. Don't you think? With the internet and social media and what else is out there, don't you think people's brains are more confused now?
I think that, but also I think aging sucks ass because I think the older you get, the more vulnerable you get in this world. Like if you have a kid, then you get more worried about your kid and you have less control over what they do as they get older. And then if you have grandkids, then you have even less control because you have less control over your kids that have less control over that. It's just like terrible. So I think like it's just like a byproduct of getting older.
Yeah. I mean, Dada and Dadi John are great characters in this, but this is unrealistic. I don't think they would be this.
You mean they would be like naked in bed together?
Yeah, I mean that too, but I don't know if he still hits it. But no, what I mean is JB wouldn't be such a dick if these were his actual parents in life. Because he did go to the US and he became a dick, maybe.
He seems like the spoiled one, right? So I think it could be realistic.
Oh yeah,
because think about like,
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
People end up so different than their siblings, even in the same family, right? So I don't think that's that weird.
Yeah, and we always talk about how the older South Asian boy or the Pakistani boy, if he's spoiled by the mom, it's very hard to get him to revert back to a mature sort of state of mind, and that's literally JB, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on. Yeah. Sorry.
So at home, Anya tries to hide her bad grades from her mom while she clutches them tightly to her chest. So she starts basically having a panic attack on the stairs. It's interesting the way they did this. Like, I don't know. It's
this is like her 13th panic attack in 16 episodes.
Yeah. So the next day at school, Anya tries to forge her parents' signature because she couldn't have the courage to tell them to sign it and be honest with them about it. Basically, Samir catches her trying to forge a signature and he gets mad at her for forging them. He's like, why are you forging these signatures? She is on the edge anyways because she's like about to have a panic attack. So she starts having this major panic attack because he's also yelling at her. Me. Yeah. And she's like, my dad's going to kill me. And she starts going hysterical and she faints. And so then he like yells for everyone in the school to help out and
help.
Yeah. So she gets taken to the principal's office, the nurse's office, whatever. And then eventually she gets picked up from school. And at home, she locks herself in the bathroom and her parents can't get her out. But Wali is able to. And that actually pisses off JB, which really annoys me.
He's like, oh, you're able to get her out.
Yeah.
You think she's going to listen to you? I'm like, why are you being rude to your kid now? Like,
yeah.
He just can't not be rude.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Yeah. So once Wali is able to get her out and he takes her to have a conversation on the balcony, stairs, whatever, her parents actually, they talk to each other, like Mahnur and JB, and they're like, well, what did we do wrong? It's like, everything. Yeah, literally everything. So Wali and Anya end up having a heart-to-heart on the balcony / stairs on the side of the house thing that the kids always seem to meet at. And he tells her that their dad favors her and he won't hit her. And we learn that they did only live in America for like 10 years because he talks about their dad wanted Wali to call him Abba, but then when he went to school, he started calling him Dad. Wali tells Anya that she should be grateful and enjoy her life.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, JB and Mahnur talk about the situation, and JB wants to be in denial and blame everybody else, even though it's 90% his fault. And then Samir comes home and tells Pana that he took the papers that Anya was trying to forge when she passed out so she wouldn't get in trouble. And he feels really guilty and he doesn't know what to do. And then Pana tells Samir, come here, and she hugs him and she reassures him. You basically see all the juxtaposition of the parenting.
Yeah, and this is a quick scene. There's 3 different scenes going on here. Yeah. But one thing that I found pretty unrealistic, knowing how immature Wali is, he's always comforting everyone. He comforted Pana, we talked about in the last episode. In this episode, Anya keeps saying, my dad's going to kill me, which just within itself is such a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Because she actually thinks JB will kill her.
But it almost seems like he's hit Wali a lot, but he hasn't hit her.
Well, she says that.
Yeah.
And then Wali says that was the first time he hit me with the car. So maybe he hasn't hit them in the past.
But he just threatens to.
And then he says, you're a woman, you're the best woman, and I wouldn't know how to treat women if it wasn't for you. So apparently Wali like grows up and knows how to treat women because of Anya. He says that to her. Because she's saying I'm useless, and he's basically saying you're not useless because you taught me how to respect women.
Interesting. I didn't catch that.
Which I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, because he was yelling at her continuously in the beginning.
Yeah.
How she wanted to stay in Pakistan and he wanted to go back. So he's not very nice to her.
Yeah.
But then when someone's crying, Wali comes in and he is Captain Save-A-Ho.
He's totally Captain
Save-A-Ho.
Yeah.
He saved Pana. He saved his sister.
He saved his mom.
He saved his mom. And now he wants to save Maya.
Yeah. So he loves a freaking damsel in distress. I don't like this thread in this Pakistani drama because it's this kid who's a loser. They're making him a heartthrob, and they're making him love damsels in distress.
He's getting it from music. So music is haram. Look, it teaches you some stupid ass shit.
That's hilarious. Okay, so then we see JB and Suleiman. They start arguing with each other really passive aggressively in front of Dada. Yeah. Like they're standing in front of Dada, and then it's like, Dada, tell JB blah, blah, blah. And then JB's like, tell Suleiman blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh my God.
It's JB's fault. Yeah,
it's completely JB's fault. JB's a loser. And he's raising a loser. He needs to fix that. And he's never going to be good enough for Amal. So Wali walks around Karachi, traumatized, and then chases after a guy with the guitar.
Yeah, what was that?
That was just a weird scene.
And it just cuts out.
Yeah. You know, he's such a Captain Save-A-Ho, but there's so much wrong with him. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
He's like, wow, a guy with a guitar.
It makes him feel like a better person for him to save people, but he needs saving.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy with the guitar was going to do, but the guy with the guitar takes off. So,
well, the only other thing is I think it's like showing him like, hey, there is a music scene in Pakistan. So I think maybe
has this guy not heard of Vital Signs?
Has this guy not heard of Coke Studios?
Coke Studios?
Yeah.
Dil Pakistan. We'll drop that here.
Okay, that was from like 1990.
Which should show you that Pakistan has music.
You got to drop like Basuri or
that's like
Mangrola. No, that's Coke Studio.
Coke Studio is all Pakistani?
Yeah.
Ali Seti?
I mean, Coke Studio, it's not like Coke Studios, like we're not going to have other people that aren't Pakistani sing here, but it's like Pakistani, like.
I was pretty disappointed that Ali Seti was gay.
Oh my God. Why? Like.
Conservative. Yeah. I'm really conservative.
If you listen to his music, do you think you're going to be gay?
Yeah. That's my boy, man. That guy's great. I like him a lot.
Yeah. All right. So Pana and Mahnur have a pasta treat together outside. This was like really.
I love how they end every third episode with something that we can actually end with. It's like nice.
Yeah.
Very pasta.
Yeah. And so Ana tells Mahnur about the tests and that like Anya was trying to forge a signature on, and tries to tell her that maybe the kids are having trouble with life because their parents are always arguing. And Mahnur doesn't like this at all. She gets up and walks away, and she goes straight to JB to tell him. And of course, they argue about whose fault it is. Yeah.
He literally was like, this is your fault, while he's sitting in a bed in his studies.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Was he doing something?
No, he's never doing anything.
In 18 episodes, has this man done anything productive?
Besides on Beckying, no.
No.
Yeah. And so later that night, JB looks for Anya because he wants to talk to Anya.
Oh, he's like, I have a daughter?
Yeah. He's like, oh, maybe I should talk to my daughter. And he sees her crying on the bottom of the like balcony stairs.
This girl's been crying for 12 straight hours at this point.
Yeah.
And he finally goes and like finds her.
Yeah. And she's like terrified of him. And she's trying to sink into the wall like Homer
she's
Simpson
terrified.
style. Yeah. And he's like goes up to her and she cries and she asks him not to leave. And he weirdly is like, oh, it's fine that you forged my signature. Actually, you know, to be honest, you did a great job and I'm not going to leave you.
That's the first time. This is a good parent. Like finally, he let her just, you know.
Really? I feel like he didn't need to say,
he
could have just comforted her without telling her like she did a great job forging his signature.
Yeah, I mean, no, so what happens in the scene, he finds her, he is hugging her and she said, I was terrified to tell you. And he's typical JB. He has to manipulate her first.
Yeah.
So he says, have I ever hit you?
Yeah.
Which is a manipulation tactic.
Yeah.
Which means I can do anything because I haven't hit you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In my mind, I thought that was not good. She brings up the forging. So he just says it, you did a great job forging my signature.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about that one quick line.
Yeah.
It's the only thing good he did.
I guess, yeah.
He is hugging her and stuff and saying he's not going to hit her. Watch the next episode starts with him slapping her.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like this because can't he just comfort her without telling her that she did a good job forging a signature, without telling her that he's never hit her? It's like, well,
yeah,
you
exactly,
made her feel
yeah.
this unsafe.
No, I agree.
You know?
That's why I think that's manipulation.
Yeah,
He shouldn't say
Yeah.
I've never hit. He shouldn't say what he's never done.
Yeah.
Because he's a terrible dad in general.
Yeah.
So again, whatever. Like at least this matter seems to be closed, and I hope the next 18 episodes don't have any more Anya pressureful situations because she's about to like drop dead.
I think there's more. I think there's more to it.
Yeah.
Because that's like.
But at this point,
yeah.
Let's just revel in the fact that JB actually hugged his daughter and told her something good. Finally. And this last scene is so strange, by the way. The fair.
Oh yeah, the kids go to
fair.
a fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids go to this fair together. Out of nowhere, yeah. But it's just
Wali
like
and
a
Anya
regular.
didn't want to come. They said no.
Yeah.
And then Samir was like, you have to come. And then the four of them are running around this fair.
Yeah, it's like literally like a county fair.
It looked fun.
Yeah, it reminded me of when I went to.
Have you been to a fair in Pakistan?
No.
I have.
Actually, oh yeah, I've been to a carnival thing. Yeah.
And I rode a ferry, like that Ferris wheel. I thought I was going to die. Because you can hear every crick and crack. And you think those roller coaster mechanics in the 90s were good?
Yeah, I've been to a fair in Pakistan, and I've been to, most recently, a fair in Weed, California.
Shout out Weed, California.
All right.
This was fun.
Yeah.
FJB as always, and everybody, where can they find us?
At Chai After Dark at TikTok and Instagram and on all podcast platforms. And give us a 5-star rating and write us a little review on Apple. We'd love to hear it.
And Chai After Dark at chaiafterdark.com. Any emails, hit us up. Hey, we should get out of here.
We should. We gotta enjoy San Diego.
Again, let's go.
Dun, 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 dun.